Hi everyone, I'm here to do an intro on Google Sites and to show you how to get started with Google Sites to create a brand new site. The first thing you need to do is actually go to Google Sites. If you're going from our school portal, then you'll see there's an icon in the middle that will take you straight to Google Sites. Otherwise, you can just go to sites.google.com and that will take you to the same location. If you're not already logged into Google, it will prompt you at this stage for your username and your password before it lets you into Google Sites. You can see that I already have 5 sites created, so you can see I've got a staff support site, a tech brekkie site, a testing site, a password change site and a Zapfest site. If I want to edit one of these sites, then I would simply click on the blue heading and that would take me to the site and allow me to edit it. What I'm going to do today is create a new one, so I'm coming across here to the left hand side to the big red button and I simply press the create button and it will then take me into the information regarding my new site. So you can see here that it's asking me for a name for my site, so I'm typing that in, my new site. You can see up the top it's actually asking for a template to use if I want to start with a blank one or if I want to browse existing gallery for more. I'd recommend you start with a blank template. The gallery has a whole lot of pre-built websites. However, I actually find it a lot easier to create my own content than to edit somebody else's content. And you'll see that it has also come up with a location for the site. Down the bottom of the page you'll see there's a couple more options. The first one is to be able to select a theme and the second one is more options. In select a theme, this is your appearance for your site. You can see there's a whole lot of default appearances that can go along with your site. So I'm going to choose the smoke template, the smoke theme, and then I'm going down to more options. You'll see here you can add categories and descriptions. I'm just going to leave those blank. Once you've chosen the options for your site, you go up to the top and choose create. So just running through that again, the only 2 things you actually have to do are type in a name for your site and then choose a theme. Then press create. That will create your first page of your website for you. And in a few seconds it will actually load. And then we're going to run through how you can manage your site and also how you can edit the content of your site. So you can see here my site is a very simple site. It's got a header area, it's got a left sidebar, and it's got a content area. Those 3 areas can all be edited individually. To edit the content on my website, I come up here to the pencil icon, or the pencil icon, and then I simply push it, and you'll see it says that's the icon for editing the page, and you'll see that my layout has now changed to an editor, which you would be familiar with. You can change the style of your fonts as you edit. You can add numbers, bullets and so on, just like in a normal word processor. And you add content simply by typing. You can also edit existing content. So if I wanted to change the home page name to my new site page 1, then I can. And you can also add extra content by using the menus. So you can see there's an insert menu. If I want to insert an image, then I simply choose insert image, and then I can browse and find an image that I would like. I can also add content from my Google sources. So if I already have images or documents or drawings or spreadsheets or presentations or videos in my Google Drive, then they can be added straight to my Google site as well. So for example, if I wanted to show a slideshow within my Google site, then I could put it in Google Drive and then just come to Google Drive, say I want to show a presentation, and then show my Google slide. I can also add content straight from YouTube. You can see over here you can also add things like links, table of contents and so on. Let's go over here. I'm now going to create a link to the Google page. So I simply write the word Google, because that's going to be the text that is my link, and I come up here to the chain icon, and you can see that the chain icon tells me that that's going to add or remove a link. If I press that button, it says where do I want to link to, and I have the option of linking to somewhere within my site, or I can change this to a web address and actually type the URL of a website that I would like to link to, or I can copy and paste it. Then you also have the option of opening the link in a new window or in the existing window. So if I tick that box, then it will leave my website open when I click that link, and it will also open Google. So if I say OK, and then I'm going to save my changes. So I've changed the heading, I've added some content, and I created a link. And so now I can click on that link and the Google homepage opens. The other area I wanted to show you is how you can manage your site and add more pages. So at the moment I only have one page in my website. If I want multiple pages, then I simply push the plus page button up the top here, create a page, and that will allow me to create page number 2 in my website. You can choose different templates here as well. So you can have things like a web page or an announcements page. An announcements page is more like a blog post where the most recent article goes to the top. You can also have a file cabinet, which is where you can store a number of files, and so on, a list and a start page. And let's create. So I'm going to create my second page, and you'll notice that when this loads, in my left sidebar navigation I now have my first page I created, but I also have a second page, and it's taken me into page number 2 where I can actually edit the content for this one. And so I can now type the content and edit the content for page number 2. I can add a YouTube video to this just by going to insert YouTube and then pasting in the URL of the video that I would like, and it would then embed that YouTube video straight into the page. I'm then going to save page number 2, and I'm going to show you the third area I'd like to show you, which is the gear menu. This is where you manage the permissions on your site, or manage a number of things on your site. So this is called the gear menu. If you scroll down to the area that's called Site Actions, you'll see there's Site Layouts, the Manage the Site, and Sharing and Permissions. These are the 3 things I'd like to show you. The site layout allows you to add extra areas to your page. So at the moment I've just got a left sidebar and a header. If I say I want to edit the site layout, you'll see I have the option of adding some horizontal navigation, which will put another bar across here that I can use for navigation, and I can also add a footer to my page. To use it, you simply push the button, and you'll see that down the bottom of my page I now have a footer area, and I can click in there and I can edit the footer to say whatever I would like in there. Once you've added your footer, you can then close that page. I close that, go back into the gear menu, and you'll see there's an option to manage the site. Managing the site allows you to change some of those things that you set up at the very beginning. So you can see I can change my site name. I can also add categories or add a notice and add a description, and you'll see there's quite a number of options in here. Really the only one you need to be aware of is where you can change your site name. And as you become more advanced, you can have a look at some of the other things that are available in there. The last area I want to show is sharing and permissions. If we go to sharing and permissions, you'll see that my site is defaulting so that no one can actually access it. Only I can access it while I'm setting it up. So once your site is ready to go, you need to change this. To change it, you'll see at the moment private, only you can access. You push the change button and you'll see that you've got the choice that anyone at William Carey Christian School can see it, or anyone at William Carey Christian School with the link. So this basically makes it public, so everyone will see the site available to them, whereas this is public, but you need to know the link in order to access it, so you would then need to share the link with someone some other way. So I'm going to say on for anyone at William Carey can access it, and then I'm going to save that, and now anyone at William Carey Christian School would be able to go to this link here and be able to find my site.